everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm Don, this is Rockin' the Country. I'm looking forward to this for a few reasons. One, Marlene Mckinney made a gift to the channel for me to do this one, so Marlene, shout out to you, thank you. I love the band's name, Marshull. I'm not quite sure how they came up with that spelling. That might be the actual spelling of a person's last name, though I've never seen it spelled that way. But Rock and Roll Cowboy. And the channel name, Rockin' the Country, man. Let's just rock out to country. So, let's see. But here's the other reason. These folks are from Estill County, Kentucky. And Marlene said these folks are hometown boys. And I'm guessing there's a girl in the band too. There usually is, but not always. But I got to get, you know what? Somebody's got to get me something from Estill County, because that's the new mecca of music, of independent music. Because the artists that Marlene Mckinney, and she is the ambassador of Estill County, Kentucky. She should be officially titled that. Let your mayor know that I said this, or the governor of that state, Kentucky, know that Marlene should be honored with that title, the ambassador of independent music, because she's been turning us on the channel to a lot of phenomenal artists. So I know Marshull is going to fall same level. So let's see what we got here. Rock and Roll Cowboy. Oh, acoustic. That's the one that you requested. How could you not be intrigued already? I need a sign that says Estill County.
He pours on your mind every time you shoot whiskey. It burns a reminder, the heartache and fire he built in you. A cold callous spell wind hold you again when he's gone all too soon. You'll never know if you're staying or leaving. It's all just the tears on the heart, kind of lonely hell of a time. Rock and roll cowboy, don't you put on a show. Rock and roll cowboy, they come and they go. He's a man full of mystery, a libertine history with angels. You look to his eyes like Montana skies from the mountains, and you long for the night. It's nowhere inside when he loves you again. You'll never know if you're staying or leaving. It's all just the tears on the heart, kind of lonely hell of a time. Rock and roll cowboy,
Love that harmony.
don't you put on a show. Rock and roll cowboys, they come and they go. To the rock and roll cowboy,
This would be great to be around a campfire, just listening, singing along.
you'll never know if you're staying or leaving. It's all just the tears on the heart, kind of lonely hell of a time.
pay attention to the texture that her backing is adding to this. It changes the entire dynamic of the feel of this song. When in the vocalization aspect of it and the overall feel, it completely changes when she comes in just with her light behind the scenes, just adding a beautiful texture to it.
Don't you put on a show, the rock and roll cowboy.
Yep.
They come and they go. To the rock and roll cowboy. Cheers to the rock and roll cowboy.
I love the resonator in that too. Is that like a lap steel? Is that what you would call like the resonator that's down, on his lap? Obviously, it's a lap something or other. That was intriguing. I mean, I was getting a lot of different ideas about it. I mean, first of all, I'm thinking you got to get some of these artists together. A number of artists, these artists from around Estill County. They must have some kind of something that somebody puts together for the folks there to have these kinds of folks playing. There's so many just beautiful artists that are still working on their craft, but this kind of thing is just very creative. It's low key, but it gets you thinking. And like still, the rock and roll cowboy was still elusive to me, like who he was. I mean, he's sort of like this caricature of a person, this type of person who comes and goes. Why? I don't know. Was he a real cowboy? Was he somebody in a band? Like Cowboy, or you're a Yahoo, or what? I mean, there are names that apply just generally to a different type of person, Settle down, buckaroo. And by context what they're referring to. But this wasn't all right, Tears on the Heart. So they come and they go. So it's obvious that this person won't commit, maybe because they can't commit. I mean, I think of like bronc riding, guys who are in the rodeo, they can't stay in one spot. They got to go from place to place to place. Certain jobs, long haul truckers, they're just not amenable to family life or developing a relationship. And it's tough. So is that partly what this is? I love the intrigue, but the setting there, Marlene, I love the setting, but I was still captivated because I've said this on many songs, and I've talked with some artists too, some who've actually had like #1 hits and stuff that I'm happen to be friends with, that one in particular, I'm like, you need to get a female backing vocalist in there. You can't carry the whole way. Like, he was good, but it was based on the strength of the song itself. But over time, you've got to keep the interest of your listeners, you do want to have. It's very rare that you can pull off an entire career without having help vocally to add texture to the song. And she's the poster child for it. I don't know what her name is, so please forgive me if you watch this. But the female backing in this was the poster child because she was just in the back, quietly doing it. And at one point I thought, God, if she ever decided to belt out a tune, I think she'd blow everybody away. Right there, like the instrumentation, you wouldn't hear it. I think she'd go like just powerful on us, but maybe not. Maybe it's an Alison Krauss type of voice. But it was so beautiful, so sirenic, just so intriguing. But it added a texture to the whole song. And it's rare when just a backing comes in and does that. But maybe because I could see her doing it versus just the audible. Yeah, Marlene. Now, Marlene, do you know these folks? I've got a feeling that you do. You don't know all of them, but you know most of them that you recommend to me. And certainly they're going to get to know you pretty soon because Marlene Mckinney is the one that should be known. Somebody's got to send me an Estill County cutout or something that could go on my wall behind me because that would go right up there. So, all right. I'm going to rate my experience with this song. God, it was fascinating. The number that popped into my head was an 8.9. so close to a 9. But I loved the presentation with like the percussion, just, light. The resonator, I'll just call that a lap steel. Maybe that wasn't lap steel. Maybe it was just a lap resonator, a lap dobro. And I liked his voice too. He just stayed in the pocket. And then, my fondness for her, the backing on that thing. Sometimes one little thing changes the whole dynamic of a song. And she did that. So anyhow, there you go. Marlene, thank you for that. Marshall, I hope you guys and ladies get to see this thing. And I hope I did you right. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.